Hi everyone, I hope you had a super productive first month of 2019. If you were struggling a little bit to get into a new routine, you are not the only one. Let's use this February as another chance to try again and believe in ourselves a little bit more. This month, I decided to just draw whatever it is that I wanted to draw, rather than trying to figure out a timely event such as Chinese New Year, which I'm celebrating this year, or Valentine's Day to be inspired by. I wanted something simple and beautiful, so I chose an elegant swan for the theme. Before I get into the setup, I wanted to thank you so much for all the love for the enamel pin collection. I only have a few left of the Bunny Bear and the Moon pin, and I'm so excited to get them to their forever homes. So if you want them, check out my shop linked below. We're gonna start by flipping through last month's setup. If you guys missed the 2019 full setup, I've decided to keep this year very simple. I want the bullet journal to help me achieve my goals versus something that causes me stress. So I do the weekly setups as I go along. This way I'm not confined by any shape or size, giving me complete freedom as I go. So this is what my weekly looks like through the month, and I love it. I use the keys to determine the status of the task, and I may be updating that system a bit as I go. And also, you're not going to see a whole lot of trackers or additional pages because I've tried that before and they stay blank or half completed. And there are so many other things I want to dedicate my time and energy to creating. So once again, make sure that when you're creating your setup, design something that will work for you versus what you think a bullet journal should look like. Everyone's should be a little different because we all have different goals and needs. The winds were calm and the sky was the perfect blue hue with clouds as fluffy as cotton candy. It was a very important time of year as the new swans took their first flight as adults. All of the beautiful swans drifted upwards, effortlessly and elegantly, disappearing beyond the horizon. All but one little swan. She didn't think that she could. She had wings, of course, but the sky just felt so far away and there was no way she could ever reach it, she thought. Using the 05 micron and then a mix between the 02 and 08 micron pens to draw the illustration, I realized that if you use the 02 micron to go back and add shadows, it looks so much better than just using the same size for everything. It adds a little bit of dynamics. I then used a kneaded eraser to clean up some of the lines and then went back in with some color. I'm using the Tombow 942 and 761, and of course, you gotta have the gold accent with the jelly roll. I absolutely love this gel pen. No spread is complete without some sort of metallic. Keeping in line with the simple and intentional design of the layout, I'm using the same printout for the 2019 setup, but only the month of February for the calendar. You can find all the links to the supplies I've used down in the description. I also list out the clear label paper that I use to make these stickers blend right into my page, and you can also get this whole setup as a blank for any month or for this month, February, and get the calendar in my shop as well. I really do love making these available for you to use in your own special ways, so tag me on Instagram if you're using any of my printables or were inspired by any of my work. This is the month I wanted to remind myself and all of us to believe in ourselves, believe that we can be the person we want to become and achieve all of the goals we want to achieve. Underneath that are two of my favorite quotes about belief. The first one is by Henry Ford, and he says, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. If you think something is not possible or out of your reach somehow, you're probably not going to commit much time or energy to accomplishing that goal. And if you believed that you could, you would try your very best with so much determination." Martin Luther King Jr. says, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." And this is what I want to focus on this month, to begin a journey with all of my heart and soul, even though I don't know for a fact where I end up. The only thing I do know is that if I don't try, I will not progress. So starting right now, let us believe in ourselves. Last month, I decided to fill in my calendar with my milestones as it happened so that I can look back and know the day it happened in order throughout the month. For the black bars for the days of the week, I am using black cardstock paper and just cutting about 1/4 inch strips across. And then I'll cut them to size and double stick tape them into the setup. Super simple, especially with my glider, which is the perfect 1/4 inch size. So the great thing about using black cardstock is that the white jelly roll goes on very vibrant, which doesn't normally happen with my Tombow marker. So if you want your white gel pen to be bold, try it on black cardstock. On the right of the calendar are my goals for this month. And first and foremost, I want to continue to take moments to learn and think. I've noticed that I've been working on a few things at once and moving on to the next thing without a blink of an eye or a good refreshing break in between, which then leads to burnout. So taking a moment to learn new things, read something fun, or to think will help me go into my next task ready to conquer. The next goal is to start illustrating my book. For real this time, I know I've said it so many times in the past. I have the final draft done, finally, and I cannot wait to get moving on that. It's been forever in the making, and there are so many other obligations that needed to be prioritized. And if you've been following me, then you know all the things that have happened. But this is happening this month, and I can't be more excited. And then my last goal of the month is probably going to be a very difficult one. I've always been a little self-conscious on video, and I'm no pro with makeup to express myself the way I would like to. So this has been the hurdle that I've been struggling with. This month, I just want to toss the belief that I'm not good enough or pretty enough for camera or interesting enough for vlogs out the window, and like Nike says, just do it. There's so much that I want to share with the world, and I can't keep letting those immature notions keep me from achieving that goal. If anyone else feels the same way, let's conquer this together. And seriously, just do it. Be proud of yourself when you do, and don't worry too much about others. Just a little reminder to myself as well. The little swan sits there alone as the sun slowly begins to set, turning the sky into a magical mix of colors. Colors so vibrant that she could only wish to twirl in them. Being surrounded by this magical scene and her family is all she longs for now. Loneliness has taken over, and she knew that if she doesn't at least try to fly now, her family will be miles away and too far gone. Fear turns to sadness, sadness then turns to anger. Angry at herself for not even trying in the first place, for not believing in herself and her abilities, and for being the reason why she was still here as the world continues to go on. She takes her anger and channels it into determination, lifts her wings high into the air, and begins to fly relentlessly. Up she goes, slowly towards the magic, and eventually gaining speed to rejoin her family. Underneath the illustration for my weekly cover page is a final quote that completes the intent of the setup by Eleanor Roosevelt. She says, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Because when you believe, you will find many ways to make your dream come true." When I started this journey a little over a year ago, I've been conflicted and torn between journaling and storytelling. It wasn't until I decided to combine the two, no matter what the standards were or what anyone said, simply because I believed in it. This past month marks an incredible milestone when I started a monthly self-care package over on Patreon. Happy Mail that cheers you on to do great things and inspires you when you need it. If you're looking for a goodie bag full of stuff, this is not it. If you love my stories and want a thoughtful, original story and journal prompt to take you on a journey through self-discovery and goal setting, this one is for you. I am opening up a few more spots for the month of February, and current patrons do get first dibs on the spot. So if you want to join this journey with me, click the link below, and I would love to see you over there. I want to thank all of my special blessed patrons and everyone who has stuck by me through thick and thin, joining me on this adventure in such a personal way. As a thank you, leave a comment below answering this question: what is your dream job or dream goal? And I'll pick a winner to receive a signed mini print of this month's cover page in the mail. The winner for my January video will be announced in my next video, so stay tuned for that. I honestly hope that this video inspired you to believe in yourself and to take the first step in faith. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!